Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have another 3v3 Iron Man, and the winning team will be winning $75, and the losing team will be losing $75. Also, make sure to go ahead and check out the Coliseum Discord, link down below in the description if you want to go ahead and play in anything like this. And we are going to have S'mores on Team 1 versus Adadem on Team 2, and let's just hop right in. So, we're going to see Adadem win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot and decide to go first, 40 versus 43. And as you see, 3v3, 25 ahead, 75 on each. And then opening hands, we have Ritual Spell, Droplet, Zeta, Natasha, Fusion Destiny. So, going first, this was just Fusion Destiny. And then they have Fusion Destiny, Invocation, Droll, Called by, Nadir Servant. So, unfortunately, this isn't Alistair, but it's still a pretty good hand. Let's see how they decide to play it. So they decide to not activate Fusion Destiny. I feel like I would have gone like Fusion Destiny, Summon Hero, Nadir Servant, dump App Cologne, go search Ecclesia, App Cologne, search, get rid of Invocation, summon Ecclesia, Ecclesia, go search. And then like you're ending on a pretty good board. It's not bad at all. But like I don't know, especially because, like, they should know what deck this player is on. Like, they're playing 43 cards, and they've been playing Drytron a lot recently. I feel like at some point you just gotta, like, pick up that, they're a Drytron player. So, now they're gonna send App Cologne, go grab Ecclesia, App Cologne effect will trigger, and this will go ahead and search out the Schism. And then they are going to discard, which means they are going for Maximus. And Maximus will allow the Drytron player to go ahead and get some effects. Maybe they're called by it. Maybe that's what their thought process was. But alright, they're going to dump. And then they're going to dump Elder and Herald. And then effects will now trigger. So they are going to pop Maximus. Schism's going to get added back from Construct. Herald, search out Ben 10. And then they're just going to set cards, move to the end phase, and get Ash effect. Yeah, I would have played this differently for sure. But they're going to pass turn, draw Gamma. Hey, another name. Not bad, not bad. It was a lot worse draws. So they're going to Zeta, Tribute Ben 10, special summon. They're just going to let this go. And then they're going to search out the Dawn. Ben 10 effect will now trigger. And then they're going to go ahead and chain Droll. Pretty much negating Ben 10 and then cutting off searching for the rest of the turn. Activate Ritual Spell. It's going to get rid of Gamma, summon Natasha. And then Natasha effect, target, gain life points. They're going to go for a Link Karibo. They probably should have just activated Ritual Spell effect on this. Or on, not on Link Karibo, but on Zeta to add itself back. And then Gamma effect, Tribute Natasha. They're going to chain Called by there. And then Natasha effect. They're probably going to chain Schism, right? So that way it's like Natasha and do nothing. But to be fair, could have also done this like on the first effect, so okay, so they do decide to do that here. Banish, summon out Winda, then this looks like they're sending this for the Schism, which is why they're targeting it. And then Natasha will be taking the Ecclesia. Natasha getting life points, Droplet, get rid of Dawn, negate the Winda, and then they're gonna activate Fusion Destiny. Fusion Destiny dump, and it's crazy how good this card is. Like, now they have, follow-up through Enforcer, plus their Drytron. Well, not Drytrons, because, game I got hit with Called by, but Drytron. Then they're going to have their Draw 2. They should also have Ritual Spell in hand, but they didn't do that, so now they're going to go ahead. Battle Phase, beat over, this is halved, and then also it's losing 400 from this, and then Ecclesia attack, and Natasha attack. And now they're going to activate Enforcer to pop. So they're going to pop the set, and then Enforcer effect. Draws Talons. Alright, Enforcer come back. And then they're just going to go ahead and move on to the main phase. They're going to activate Knight effect. So Knight to summon itself out. And then they're going to activate the Fusion Destiny. And it looks like they're thinking here, but alright, yeah, they're just gonna let this go through, so they're gonna, you know, dump their bricks, summon out Enforcer. Also, I just have to keep bringing this up because it keeps getting asked, why does this deck play Plasma? It's because they can't use Dasher effect to summon like a Diviner that they draw. Otherwise, they can't use Drytron effects. You know, Drytron doesn't have these restrictions. This would probably just be the best deck by far. Because you could just do so many other things with them. Like, you could go for like full needle fiber, weird combos and stuff like that. But you just can't do that now unless of, you know, there's just not that many crazy combos that you can do while being under the Drytron restrictions, besides like the combos that they're already doing, or like Scythe combos and stuff. But effect Chainlink 1, effect Chainlink 2, so pop Knight, then, you know, they're going to pop the Natasha, and then get the hero graveyard effects, talents to draw. This will draw into Alistair that they can't do anything with this turn because Fusion Destiny, Prosperity that they can't do anything with this turn because they just drew. Fair enough. So now they're thinking pretty hard here. They don't really have a lot of options. It's just normal summon Alistair or not. And then they're going to normal summon it, effect, go search out the invocation, and then pass turn, draw talents. Enforcers will now go ahead and come back. And then they're going to use the effect here. Interesting that they decide to do it now instead of saying just main phase and then activating it, so that way talents would be live. But alright. You know, I prefer to make talents live. Talents being live is it's pretty nice. They're going to set this and then activate the Celestial effect to draw. Draws into Alpha and Orange Light. Hey, there we go. There's another Drytron name. Starting to get somewhere. Zeta, Tribute. I mean, I still don't think this actually, like, does anything at this point. But they're getting closer. They are indeed getting closer. And then they're going to activate the Ritual Spell effect to add itself back. And then Alpha effect, Tribute, Special Summon, and go ahead. They are going to think a while, or they're talking about something in Discord. Alright, well, Alpha, go search the Idaten, and then they are going to think a lot here. There's a lot of thinking there. Alright, it's crazy though, because again, like if they just said main phase and then activated Enforcer, you know, talents could have been used to draw or look at the hand or something, and then very well they could have just activated the effect to draw, and you know, there's a decent chance that they would have just won the game there. But they decided to play it the way that they did. They didn't think about talents. They didn't click the main phase button, and I mean, it's tough. That's tough. Standby phase Enforcers will bring themselves out. And now they're going to go main phase. Go for the Armorage. Alright, Enforcer effect to pop. And then they're going to let this go through. Okay, so now they're just going to pop Armorage and Enforcer. Maybe they're trying to bluff that the set is like a droplet or something. So they're like, oh, maybe they'll go ahead and pop the back row here. But they're just going to pop Enforcer. Amarage on Enforcer. So if you read Amarage, this card only protects from opponent's card effects. So this Enforcer should be destroyed here. They did not play that very good, but now they're going to get their Enforcer graveyard effect. You know, neither of them caught it. Unfortunate. Then they're going to activate Invocation. Invocation will go ahead, banish the Alistair and Enforcer, summon Agos. Agos effect to try to pop Alpha. And then they're going to chain Orange Light there to go ahead and destroy that. Set Prosperity, set Natty's Servant. You know, if this player really wanted to, they could have also just been like, oh, Agos effect, cool, chain Link Kariba, and then save the Orange Light for later on. And then activate Celestial, banish draw, draws into a Meltdown and Talons. You know, Talons is live because this player did, you know, activate, you know, Enforcer and Orange Light. So now they're going to use Invocation, put that back, grab the Alistair. And now they are going to normal summon out the Alistair and use the effect, go search Invocation. And then, I mean, like, they're in a pretty good spot here. You know, Drytron is not in a pretty good spot here. Yeah, like, there's no way Invoke doesn't win this game 1. They're going to activate Talents, take Alpha, and then they're going to get rid of those to go for the Anaconda. Also, they could have chained Link Karibo to get rid of Alpha when they did that, just because, like, if they just switched this to attack, like, this is 2000 attack, and this is 300, they're going to go Anaconda, and then activate Invocation, banish, go for Makaba, activate Meltdown, and then Meltdown, go grab Alistair, activate Natter's Servant will dump the Elder. I think it's pretty obvious that the set is a bluff, but, you know, they're just going to go ahead and Elder pop it. I guess there's probably just nothing better to send here anyways, so yeah, that's fair enough. Send an Elder, grab Ecclesia, Elder effect, out the set card. It's so funny because, like, this could have been used, and, like, oh, there's just so many misplays. It's insane, like, effect. It's almost as if every turn there's been a misplay, or, like, almost every turn. And there's been a solid amount of turns. There's been, like, what, 6 turns, 5 turns? But they're going to go ahead and poke here. And this will be getting in a solid amount of damage. You know, putting the opponent down to 2750. Accidentally banishes the punishment there when they go to set it. Said, now you know. Fair. Draw Nova. And then they are going to now activate Natasha effect, target Enforcer. And then they're going to chain Enforcer. You know, you don't want them taking it, so they're going to pop Anaconda. This still comes out because it's like a... I just remember it does it. I don't remember the exact word, but you can banish and then target one monster your opponent controls. Special summon this card out, and if you do, take control of that monster. Yeah, I've had that come up a few times. Not with Enforcer exactly, but just like... So somehow I know that, so obviously it came up before. And then activate Nova. Nova, special summon out Gamma. And now here, the invoked player is just going to let this go through. And they're going to activate Zeta effect, Zeta, Tribute, special summon. And then they admit defeat. Alright, so now moving on into game 2. We're going to see Drytron go first. Opening hands, we have Pre-Prep, Ben 10, Orange Light, Zeta, Delta. I mean, they have Driver, Droplet, Dark Ruler, Ecclesia, Invocation. That's a wrap. We may as well move on to game 3. I mean, you know, you can have Dark Ruler against this board, but when you have one, like, actual engine card that's going to do anything, like, Orange Light's just going to shut you down, and, like, there's still going to be a big board there. Dark Ruler doesn't actually out it, it just negates it. Especially starting off with something as good as, like, Dawn. Like, when you get to, like, start off with, like, pre-prep, just summon this as, like, one of your first actions. Like, it's so hard to actually lose. They're going to go ahead and do that. Delta effects, summon, reveal, draw. And then that draws into a Talons, which isn't going to do anything. It doesn't matter. Go grab Ava. Then overlay, Fafnir to dump. Fafnir, go dump Alpha. Ritual spell, bring out Ben 10. Alpha, tribute Ben 10, summon Alpha, go search Idaten, Ben 10 effect, and that's going to go search out the Lancia. And then normal Diviner, send the Herald of Arclight effect, go search Natasha. Probably, I was going to say, they probably should have activated Ritual spell effect on Alpha before summoning Diviner, but it doesn't make a difference here. Like, at this point, they have so many negates with perfection, the opponent would have to have, like, an insane hand to be able to nib you. Have to be like Nib, Imperm, Valor. Like, yeah, and it's like, even then, they'd have to have like a 5th card because you have 4 negates. Like, jeez. They're like, I don't even know, it could be like Gamma, like, use their entire hand to stop you, and then, like, you know, you're not even that far behind, your opponent just used every card. Go for Beatrice effect, dump Gamma. And now they are going to get rid of those to go for the hip, which we've just been seeing this card a lot more. It's not, like, great, but it's not bad. It's decent. It's decent. I really don't like how this card looks, though. It looks kind of weird. I definitely do. And then go for Anaconda. And then they're going to pay 2k, dump, summon Enforcer. Set thinking. What's there to think about at this point? Are you gonna Enforcer pop hip? Is that what they're thinking about? It took like that. I feel like that took so long for them to think there. Alright. Only took a minute. There's just a lot of stuff happening in that minute. Beatrice affected dump pre-prep. Just to get it out of deck. Maybe force the opponent to activate like Droplet on this. But now they're going to Dark Ruler negate the field. And then activate Prosperity. Go ahead, banish 6. And then they're going to Chain Herald. They're just doing that so that way they can activate their Ava effect. So the opponent's going to Prosperity for 6. And they are going to admit defeat. And moving on into game 3 now, we are going to see the Invoked player go first. Opening hands, we have Emergency, Celestial, Talents, Nova, Called By. Yeah, that's not bad. Like, the Celestial is bad, obviously, but the rest of it is pretty decent. Like, you have your Engine, your Called By that can potentially shut off Winda. They have Ash, Meltdown, Talents, TC Boo, Meltdown, so doesn't open up a Dogmatika hand. I mean, this is a pretty, like, straightforward hand. You know, normal summon Alistair, grab Invocation, Amara, Shakir Gardna, Invocation, Makaba, and Defense, Invocation, grab back the Alistair. Like, this isn't really a hand where you have to, like, think too much. Just because you opened up, like, one like, combo line, and it's just Alistair, which is, like, really simple. Then, Invocation, grab back Alistair. Then set TC Boo pass, draws the Idaten. And they're going to go main phase, activate Emergency. And then Emergency, go grab Alpha. Now they are going to activate Nova. They're going to chain Ash Blossom in response. In response to that, chain Called By. So go ahead, summon out the Delta. You know, they're not going to, like, chain their Makaba to stop Called By there or anything. And then activate Talents to steal. They're going to chain TC Boo. Interesting. They don't know how it works. Yeah, this is supposed to go to Graveyard. You know? They're both machines. They try to take it. They can't control 2 machines. It goes to Graveyard. So, no one on either team knew that ruling, which is a little wild. I mean, it's not, like, too wild. Like, TC Boo rulings and, like, Warlords rulings, Goes and Match rulings, those are always, like, some of the hardest rulings, just because, like, they're so dumb. Like, some of them just don't make sense. Like, I hated those rulings so much. But, like, yeah, this should just go to Graveyard there. And neither of them did that. So, like, a Talents that was supposed to, you know, pretty much Raigeki the Makaba there just didn't. Which is a difference, you know? Like, it's good to know the rulings. Like, this could be the difference between you winning a YCS or bubbling out just because you don't know that kind of ruling. They draw a Diviner there. Okay. Can I get 5 minutes? Gotta run down the laundry. Alright. Normal summon Diviner. Diviner effect, and the opponent's going to chain Macabre to stop this, and then they're going to get rid of those to go for Anaconda, and then Alpha effect to tribute Idleton, special summon, go search out for Ben 10, and now they're just going to activate Anaconda effect, pay 2k, dump bricks, and then summon Enforcer, battle phase, beat over Macabre, Anaconda, attack directly, and then they're going to activate the Enforcer effect, pop Alpha, pop Meltdown. So they want to leave them with that TC Boo there, I see. TC Boo does make it so that way they can't like Ecclesia in the Maximus and then summon it out because, you know, they're both spellcasters. And then pass, draws Maximus. And they are now going to go main phase, activate Meltdown, chain Enforcer, go ahead, pop that, Enforcer graveyard effect. And then we are going to see them activate talents to take Anaconda. You know, they play the hero stuff also, so taking the Anaconda is pretty sweet there. They don't have game or anything. You know, they can get 5,000 damage on board. Or not 5,000, but 4,500, but it's just not enough, so. They're now going to activate Anaconda effect, pay 2k, dump. I mean, I thought this was obvious. Like, they had to say think there, but, like, you can't Maximus then Anaconda, but you can Anaconda then Maximus. I feel like that's simple, but that's even if they want to activate Maximus. But to be fair, you wouldn't summon it and not want to activate it, so. They're going to go ahead and attack here for 3,000, and then main phase 2, Maximus effect, they're going to send the Omega. Like, it's so good here. That Omega actually is just wraps. That's just game. The Omega's too good. They're going to send Herald, and they're going to send Herald. This happens all the time. People are like, oh, it says it has to be with 2 different names. That's for you. If you, like... If I control Maximus and use the effect, I can't send double Herald of Arclight. If I activate Maximus, my opponent can send double Herald of Arclight, because that's just how it's worded. I have people ask about that a decent amount. Go grab Ritual Spell on Perfection. And now we're going to see Omega effect on the hero. And you may be asking, like, Grinder, how is this game? Like, I don't see how it's game exactly yet. Well... The Enforcer effect was used, right? So Enforcer still has to special summon back out Celestial, right? Well, we have to remember that Drytrons have restrictions. Drytrons will not be able to activate next turn because Celestial will be coming out. Celestial won't be able to activate next turn because it's going to hit Graveyard next turn. So you start looking around and it's like, wow, this person has 0 playable cards. Their engine can't work next turn. That Omega was ridiculous. End phase, Ash Dragon effect to go search, and then that's going to go grab Knight. And then Enforcer effect. This is just going to pop the Anaconda, pop itself, you know, Enforcer graveyard effect. And then they're going to pass turn, draw Diviner. And then Enforcer comes back, Celestial comes back. Yeah, I think you're forced to summon off Enforcer. It's correct. You know, a little DB thumbs up, but in real life. That normal summon Diviner effect, send Elder effect, pop TC Boo. They can't activate Del. Please tell me someone catches this. Oh no. Oh no. This isn't getting caught. This isn't getting caught. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, this just went from Drytron is passing with a Celestial on board versus like an Enforcer and a Dogmatika engine, which he shouldn't even search Knight, to be honest. He should have went ahead and searched out Ecclesia. I don't know why he searched that. I mean, now it works, but like, if you knew about the Drytron restrictions, you just search Ecclesia every time, for sure. It's like, this can't summon itself out to try to push for more damage next turn, because this is summoned from graveyard, not extra deck. If I played a less helmet deck, imagine how much longer this game would have been. How long has it been? Jeez. It's been over an hour. Well, we see Drytron popping off here. You know, they weren't supposed to be able to go ahead and do anything, but, you know, they are. So we're just going to proceed from here. But wow, there was a lot of misplays. Wow. Enforcer to go ahead and pop. Then they're going to pop Delta. Enforcer, Graveyard Effect will activate on a new chain link, but they still got to go ahead and do the dumps. They're going to dump Gamma. And then, yeah, they're going to activate the Graveyard Effect of the hero. Chain Orange Light, Ava Effect, Banish to go search. Grab the Orange Light and grab the Diviner. They know the opponent's card in hand is Knight. They're just going to go ahead, Battle Phase, attack. Okay. Then go for Zeus. Zeus Effect to try to wipe. Knight tries summoning itself out. Orange Light that. They can't Celestial. Yeah. I mean, they can still keep going because they could, like, Ritual Spell away Zeus. At least they know they can do that. You know, there's a lot of people that don't know they could do that. I've seen people throw so many games because of that. They're going to summon out Idaten Effect, add back. To be fair, none of this turn should have happened. Gamma, summon, and then they're going to summon out Alpha. Overlay for Fafnir. Fafnir Effect to dump the Zeta. Then they're going to activate Ritual Spell, detach, go for Idaten Effect, add back Ritual Spell. And then Zeta Effect, Tribute, special summon out, and then activate. They're going to get rid of that. And also, like, you know, they sided out the pre-preps and stuff, the Dawn. They were going second, so they probably just put in, like, more going second cards. And then they're going to summon out the Idaten Effect, add back, and then go for IP. Pass turn, draw talents. They are going to set that, and then just Celestial, go ahead and draw. Let's go. Let's see what this hits. Come on, draw two. What did they draw? Ashen TC Boo. Oh, that's so bad. They needed engine there. Any engine at all. And then pass, draw and Lockbird. Then they're going to go main phase. Delta Effect, Tribute. Chain Ash Blossom, normal summon out, draw, get rid of those, go for Unicorn Effect to spin back, and now they can Celestial to draw. And then that draws into Emergency and Droplet. Not bad. Activate, go search out Alpha. I mean, the opponent's like straight top decking here. They're going to summon out Gamma and Alpha. They're going to activate TC Boo. So, I mean, they could have also chained Link Kuriboh, get rid of Gamma, summon itself out. Maybe they plan on going for, like, access code here, and this would cut them off from that because of the Cybers. Yeah, they should have summoned out Link Kuriboh. It would have been also a free card to get rid of for Droplet, while also protecting, like, your name. Well, you could either use it, like, one or the other. It's 1k until end of opponent's turn. Yep. Draw Fusion Destiny, which doesn't do anything. This went from Invoked, could not lose, to they don't know Drytron restrictions. Jeez. That was an insane match, and not because it was good. Wow. Alright. I want to see them say, like, well played or something. Ah, they did it. They actually did it. They actually said well played. Oh. Well, hopefully they watch this. I mean, the most important thing is that you learn from your mistakes. Like, You know, it sucks that this is happening in a money match and not in like a fun match for testing. So like, it sucks, but like, you'd rather learn now than to never know and just this keep happening to you. And now, if you know about this, you'll know about this being an interaction that can win you a game. So, wish the best to them and their learning experience. Hopefully they watch this and they learn something out of it. And same with Smokey. But going on to the next match, we're going to have S'mores versus Forgotten. And we are going to go ahead and see S'mores win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot and go first, 43 versus 40. We have Dark Ruler, Alpha, Ben 10, Herald, Dark Ruler. They have Tiding, Imperm, Chaos Space, Nocto, and Seyfried. So they're going to go Alpha, Tribute Ben 10, Special Summon, go search out Idaton, Ben 10 effect to go search, grab Diviner, and then Normal Summon Diviner, effect, Chain Imperm. And then they're just like, okay, cool, go for Anaconda, dump Fusion Destiny, Summon Enforcer, and pass. Then they draw Ravine. I mean, they have just an Enforcer versus Dragon Link, but this is pretty solid, though. Like, I'd rather probably have Enforcer than just, like, a Savage. I feel like Savage is super easy to play through, but, like, a Pop isn't. At least for, like, Dragons. Then they're going to go for Striker Dragon, all 3 effects. So Special Summon, Search for Boot, Search for White. And then they're going to Special Summon out White by banishing Black. And then activate the Chaos Space, banish, put back Black, draw. And they draw into a Seyfried. And then get rid of those, go for Seal, Nocto to draw into Quick Launch. Draws into Veiler. I just can't get over how Roberto literally draw a Quick Launch like every like Nocto draw is Quick Launch. Chaos Space draw, Quick Launch. It's so crazy. Get rid of those, go search out Levy. And then White effect to go search out Black. Now they're going to Special Summon out Levy by banishing the Light and Darks from Graveyard effect to pop, Chain Enforcer to go ahead and pop Seal, and then Enforcer Graveyard effect. Activate Ravine effect to discard and go dump, discard Black, dump Abs effect to go search, and Abs will go search out Tracer. And then they're going to activate Boot effect, Special Summon out the Tracer, and then Tracer effect to pop Boot, Special Summon out from the deck. Summon out the Recharger. I mean, they just go like Quad Boral with like Levy, pop itself, Special Summon back out a body, Seyfried add back Levy, and then, you know, Synchro 8 Levy game. So see if they catch on to this. They are thinking pretty heavy here. Ooh. Alright, yeah, they see it, yeah, effect, pop itself. Good to see them not throw here, otherwise, like, might have been pretty tough, because this player could have got, like, a drawn 2 next turn, Enforcer pop. Well, I guess it'd be kind of hard to get both of these out of hand with what they just have here, but still, you know, ending it instead of allowing it to go on for another turn is obviously a big difference. So they get the grab Nib there. And then banish Seyfried for Levy, summon out Levy by banishing and going on to game 2 now. We are going to see Drytron go first. Opening hands, we have Zeta, Emergency, Nova, Nib, and Zeta. This is good, this works. And they have Abs, Rocket Synchron, Droll, White, and Nib. So they do have multiple hand traps here, plus a playable hand. You can't complain about that if you're them. Activate Emergency, go search out Alpha. On Res, drop Droll. And now they're going to activate Nova. Nova, Special Summon out Gamma. Get rid of Gamma. Go for Link Kuriboh. Gamma effect. Summon itself out. Summon out Alpha. You know, I can't wait until, like, people... Like, this deck's not, like... The format's so diverse that, like, you just can't play Cycle Reader in your side deck right now. Like, you just can't. There's no point. Like, it's not there. And because of that, I've seen everyone play into Cycle Reader super hard. Like, I just want there to be that one person that's still on it. and just like activates it, and it's like, oh wow, this is insane. But on that summon, because they had gone like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, so this is the 5th summon, so they're gonna activate Nib before they can go ahead and do enforcer things, of course. Yeah. And then summon out a token and pass, draw imperm. So they have Nib at least, which can, you know, help them out. Normal summon, special summon, get rid of those, go for Pepega Ruler 1, Abs 2, go search out Tracer, Mill 5, and then they are going to grab the Effect Veiler off of that. Special summon out White by banishing the Abs, and then they're so lucky they didn't hit field spells. Like, I feel like I'm just always hitting. Like, I always hit Ravine off of this specifically. Then go for this, get the effects, go search out Black, go search out Ravine. And then you're going to special out Black by banishing White. And then get rid of that, go for Striker Dragon effect to go search Boot. Now get rid of those to go for Seal, activate Boot to summon out Tracer from the hand. And then activate the Tracer effect, pop Boot. I think they're just waiting for Savage, or maybe they just, I think you actually just don't drop this, right? Well, like, whoa. Yeah, you just don't drop this. You just lose if you drop Nib. You're putting them on, have Red MD or not. This is what I'm saying, like, I brought this up, I think it was yesterday, where there's a lot of times where if you activate Nib, it's like, if they have Red MD, I lose. But to be fair, this, like, you were going to lose anyways. Because, like, this only has 800 attack. So, like, summoning Pepega Ruler would just be game. So, like, here it's way more understandable than it was yesterday. But, like, the Nib just isn't going to save you. Like, you're still just going to lose. But, I mean, you may as well try, of course. You're not just going to let Savage go through and Pepega Ruler go for game. May as well put them on, have the Red MD. And they actually do have it here, so they're going to go ahead, Red MD effect, special summon out from the graveyard, go for your Unicorn. They're going to activate the Unicorn effect. They didn't really need to do that because they could have just access code, gone ahead and popped it. But they're going to go for that, gang attack, Pepega Ruler, bring itself out in game. And now we are going to see Emptiness is up next. And we are going to see Emptiness 002 versus Forgotten. I was told that there was a game lost throughout this for incorrect deck list, which, as someone that's now, like, played in IronMans, I don't know how that happens. Like, I don't know. I don't know how that happens. I really don't. Like, if my teammate played the wrong list and got a game loss in a money match where my money's on the line, whoo, I'm getting super mad at them for that. So going on, we're going to see Emptiness be going first, 41 versus 40, opening hands, Alistair, Fusion Destiny, Droplet, Prosperity, Natty's Servant. Oh, the hand's nasty. They have Tracer, Abs, Nib, Veiler, Seyfried. So they're going to normal summon out Alistair, go ahead, Veiler that, Amirage, then Secure Gardener, Prosperity. Prosperity will be banishing 6 here. And then looking at the top 6, we're going to go ahead and we're going to see them grab the Ash Blossom and Joy's Spring. And then put those back to the bottom of the deck. And then Fusion Destiny, send the bricks, special out Enforcer. So what'd you add? Yeah, they added Ash, dump App Cologne, and then grab Ecclesia. Hey, see, this is what the first person was supposed to do. And then they're going to discard Droplet, set, pass, draw Quick Launch. They're going to go Standby Phase, activate Quick Launch to try to play around Schism. It's going to get hit with Ash Blossom, normal summon out Seyfried, and then activate the Enforcer effect on summon to pop that. And now moving on into Game 3. We are going to see the Dragon Link player decide to go first, opening hands. We have Ash, Imperm, Natty's Servant, Ecclesia, Ash. So 2 hand traps going second, plus decent hand. It's not anything insane, but, you know, Natty's Servant, Ecclesia also isn't bad. And then they have Quick Launch, Droll, Lancia, Safer, Talents. So, summon effect, get rid of itself, Ash, activate Talents, look at the hand, put back Imperm, Quick Launch. So they're just going for like the one card, you know, Synchro 8 play. Striker Dragon, go search out Boot. Striker Dragon, pop itself, add back Tracer, activate Boot to special summon out the Tracer effect, pop Boot to special summon out the Recharger from the deck, and then they're going to get rid of those, and then that will go for... You have to go for Papega. Yeah, like if you go for Savage, you know the hand, so they're gonna like Special Ecclesia, effect to go search, go grab Knight. If you drop Droll there, Knight's gonna force out Savage. So like you're just not in a good spot. And like your Savage only has that one negate. So you 100% just go for this and hope for the best. Let's see Levy, let's see Abs, let's see good cards in the graveyard. So alright, let's go. Chaos Space, Safer. Not the greatest. They're going to grab back the Safer there. I mean, like, it's something. Pass, draw Prosperity. Activate Prosperity. Okay, so this is going to, you know, lead to a draw on Lockbird activation. You know, the opponent's not mad about this. They're going to grab the Fusion Destiny there. They're also not mad about what they just grabbed, though. Because now, you know, they still have plays through the draw on Lockbird. And then activate. That's going to dump the bricks, summon out the Enforcer. And then they're just going to pass. I guess they don't want to pop Papega Ruler because in Chaos Space, you know, pop Papega Ruler, then they can, like, banish Light and Dark, summon that stuff out, Chaos Space fix. To like get a draw. So are they just not gonna pop Papega Ruler if they attack over? Or I guess they do it now. They just didn't want to happen in main phase 1 because like now they can't lose. You know, they're not gonna lose the game in main phase 2. You know, they're not gonna like get attacked for a game like in the second battle phase. Banish, summon itself out, and then they're gonna Chaos Space, banish, put back, draw. So put back Striker Dragon, draw Ash Blossom. And then they're going to normal summon out Safer, go for Striker Dragon. They know every card in the hand. This was the top deck last turn, so Talent saw all those. Go for Striker Dragon, pop itself for Recharger. The Recharger effect, the special summon out. And that's going to go for the Tracer body. And then they're going to Tracer effect to pop itself to special summon out the Rocket Synchron. And then get rid of those, go for the Hot Red, and pass. Draw on the Fusion Destiny. It's like... Enforcer is just such a strong card. Activate and add your Servant. They're going to chain Ash Blossom on that. Summon Ecclesia effect. And then they're going to chain Hot Red. Cool. Chain Enforcer. Pop, dodge. Still get your Surge. Go grab Punishment. Because they grab Punishment, they choose to not activate the Draw on Lockbird as they don't think that they're going to keep proceeding to try to play here. Which is, you know, a fair assumption. Set. And then pass. Activate Abs. And they knew that the Ash was in hand, so they knew Celestial wasn't going to go off or anything. Chaos Space, banish, put back, draw. Draws into a black dragon. Okay. That was not a bad draw. Banish, summon, and then go for Pisty. Effect to go search for white. And then they're going to special summon out white by banishing black. And then just get rid of those. Go for Romulus effect. Go search out Ravine. And then they're going to activate the Ravine effect. Discard Abs. They're going to chain Enforcer. Otherwise, they have access to Levy. And then, you know, they're going to get Enforcer effect and Abs effect. So go search out the Rocket Synchron. And then normal summon that, because they've only done Black Dragon play so far, into white, and then special summon out Abs. Resolution, Punishment, hit the Rocket Synchron, and then they're just going to go Battle Phase, attack for 12, End Phase that gets popped from the Rocket Synchron. Ash will go ahead and do its thing. Ash to special summon out Ecclesia to go search out Knight, and then, Hero's going to come back, and this is just game. Knight special summon. Even after getting the game 1 loss, we're still going to see the Invoked player win here. So now going on into the next match, we're going to see Emptiness versus 2K. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to see Emptiness win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot and decide to go first. 41 versus 40. Opening hands, we have Droplet, Ecclesia, Ariel, Nadir Servant, Ash. And then they have Called by, Drove, Vishuda, Adara, Blackout. So we're going to see the Invoked matchup versus the Sword Soul matchup. Then Summon Ecclesia, Effect, Go Search Punishment. They decide to not activate Droll and Lockbird because they searched Punishment and they're probably like, you know what? They're not going to search anymore. But they had the Nadir Servant, which was the card to go ahead and search more. In this scenario, dump Construct. Then they're going to drop the Droll and Lockbird. So now, they're not going to summon out Maximus. And then pass, draw Ash Blossom. And then, you may question, like, why didn't they send App Cologne? Well, if they send App Cologne, and then they're going to get App Cologne Effect Chainlink 1, Droll Chainlink 2. It's like if they get hit with Droll and Lockbird, then App Cologne puts itself back into the extra deck because of its effect. And then they just won't have anything for Maximus later on. Pretty sure that's what they were thinking there. They would have Punishment to still make this live. But they're going to Auto Effect, Special Summon out. I guess it could also be because they could banish Construct, Special Summon App Cologne, grab Schism through that, and then discard Ariel, and then because of that, we know that they play 2 App Cologne because they're on the Ariel. So then the Schism would have the choice of either summoning out App Cologne or Winda. But they're going to special summon, go for Monk. And now here, Vishuda banished itself. They're not doing anything here that's actually, that threatening. There's just, there's a punishment, which is, shutting off, the threatening play. Because they're going to Ashuna to add back Vishuda. And then Vishuda's a level 7 and Ash is level 3, which is, the only thing that'd really be threatening. But they are just going to set, move to end phase, punishment on Monk, send the Elder effect, hit the Called by, draw Imperm, and then banish Elder, special summon out Maximus in defense, Maximus effect, dump Ash and App Cologne. Do they have it? Omega and Ruddy Rose, alright. So, we don't see the Christmas package or anything, and then they're gonna Ash Blossom the App Cologne, battle phase, attack for 15, then main phase 2, set Droplet, set Imperm, end phase, Ash effect, and Ash will go ahead and search out for the Knight, and then pass, draw Ashuna, then go to the main phase. So this is an unknown. They know about Vishuda. Can I go make coffee, please? Okay, thank you. Alright. Ashuna effect, special summon itself out. And then they're going to get rid of that, go for Monk. Resolution, they're like, yep, that's good. We got nothing here. Vishuda effect, the special summon itself out. And now they're going to activate the Ashuna effect. And then in response, chain Ash Blossom. And now they are going to use Omega effect on the Ruddy Rose, put itself back into the extra deck, which I guess it seems pretty trash. There's no point of actually doing that. But alright, pass, draw prosperity. Like, okay, now there's not like a light in your graveyard to banish for like Makaba, but like they have their own lights, so like does it matter? Pretty sure you just hold Omega there. I mean, it's probably not going to be a good time for it, but you may as well hold it. They're going to prosperity, banish 3. And then look at the top 3. They are going to grab talents. Then just put those back. And then night effect, summon itself out. And switch to attack, battle phase, try to attack, but they are now going to activate the blackout to pop and pop, normal summon out aerial, slap those into Anaconda effect, and this just like guarantees game. Like, the opponent cannot come back from this. Yeah, going on into game 2 now. We're going to see Sword Soul decide to go first, opening hands. We have Imperm, Maximus, Knight, Invocation, Alistair, so they have Imperm as a hand trap here for going second. And then they have something, Mo Yi, Called by, Ecclesia, and Desires, so, you know, their hand definitely works here. But the problem is that Desires is going to need to draw good. They're going to go ahead and get hit with Imperm here. Ooh, we see Order Banish there. Let's go. Good gameplay, good gameplay. Banish, draw into a Mo Yi and Blackout. Sheesh. So they're not passing on anything. See like Protos there, Lancia, Long Youngs. And then they're just going to set, pass, draw Nadir, Servant. They're insane. And then normal summon out the Alistair effect. Go search Invocation. Then get rid of Alistair, go for Amirage. Night effect to special summon itself out. And then go battle phase, attack Mo Yi. You know, they're trying to like play around the blackout here, it appears. And yeah, and then main phase 2, turn those into Anaconda. Here, don't you just activate Called By on Alistair? Because if you wait for Invocation, then you know you're going to let that engine be live next turn. Okay, well, like now the engine's going to be live next turn. Which, like, you know, they're okay with. They pretty much just got to use Alistair as, like, a body for Anaconda and a Called By. So, like, they're chilling. They're chilling. And then they're going to activate Invocation here. Get rid of Alistair and Knight. Go for Makaba. And then, I would say Amirage effect. But they're going to banish it for Maximus. Anaconda, pay 2k, dump. Then, you know, dump the hero bricks, summon out Enforcer, and then Maximus effect. Maximus will go ahead, dump 2. So they're going to send App Clone and Ash, and they're going to send the Omega and the Ready Rose. App Clone effect. Grab Schism. Get rid of. There's no way. Well, get rid of Nadir Servant. They're insane. Don't you just get rid of Schism there, and then you, like, activate Nadir Servant, dump Construct, search, and then Construct, add back. They're going to set End Phase, Enforcer pop, Enforcer effect, Ash effect. They're going to go search Ecclesia, and then they're going to pass, draw Desires, standby phase, this comes back. Let's see. Can they play through this? Activate Desires. Let's go. Let's see what this hits. Let's see what this hits. Lancia, Ecclesia. That's not what they wanted to see there. Also, 3 Long Young are banished. That'll happen after you banish half your deck. Special summon out Ecclesia effect, Chain Schism, banish, go for Winda, and GG's. Geez, one was fun. I'll send PayPal. Yep. Okay. Alright, so we're going to see Team 1 win the $75 here, and Team 2 will lose the $75 here. I think the biggest learning experience from this, not for me, but if you're watching, you didn't know, the Drytron restrictions. Gotta remember those cards actually have a downside to them. So, remember it. Remember that. Don't lose like they did there. You know, maybe you'll be able to get your opponent in a situation where you're able to, like, they activate Enforcer effect. You're like, cool, they go Graveyard effect. You hold your call bind. You're like, cool, a Graveyard effect is fine, Duelist. And then you go, after that resolves, called by, hit Enforcer. And they're like, oh, this guy's dumb. Why didn't he just do it on Enforcer effect? And then Celestial comes out. And it's like, wow, you're locked out of your turn. Crazy. Crazy. But with all that being said, again, make sure to go check out the Coliseum Discord. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description. And the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.